I'm actually going to keep this really brief and not answer any questions about the game. I'm not joking. I'm sick to my stomach about what's happened in Illinois today, and I think we need to talk about gun control. You guys can write about the game if you want, but I don't really give a shit. It's a sick, vicious cycle that keeps happening over and over, and we're doing nothing about it, and it makes me sick. I don't know, Congress, senators, if anyone sees this, do something. Our kids get shot up, and we say thoughts and prayers, and it does nothing. And then we talk about it on social media, and then it does nothing. And then our government does nothing, and then someone gets shot up again. So I don't even know what to say. I'm not a politician, but I'm a human being, and my kids are, I fear for them when they go to school, and then it pisses me off. And I think if it doesn't piss you off and you don't want new gun laws in this country, then there's something wrong with you. So I guess that's all I have to say.
You can feel the frustration from LA Galaxy midfielder Sasha Kljestan. Pulled a bit of a Steve Kerr there and it's like, I'm coming to this press conference. We're not talking about this game. It's not important compared to what it is that we're dealing with. I think it's a bit of an opening trend of many athletes that have no worries about speaking out about things they care about that are outside of the pitch, the field, the court, anything that comes to this particular point of view. But since he brought it up and he said, I'm not talking about this game, then he was asked about Supreme Court decisions. Let's watch more.
On top of the Supreme Court's decision to...
That's a whole nother subject.
Their decision on New York and guns.
It's ridiculous that we have 9 people that don't really represent what the majority of Americans want, making decisions and then taking liberties away from women and putting everyone's lives at risk by allowing these insane laws.
Have you had that conversation with your kids about what's going on?
Yeah, it's sick. They tell me that they practice at school for if there is a shooter to come in. It's sad. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I think it's good to hear also, they always do these profiles on athletes and who they are in their home life and where they came from. And it's all these inspirational stories, but we never hear about the fact that with these guys, who we'd see is so distant from everyone else, can sit down and talk about it, mentioning his kids have to go through those same gun preparedness drills that any other parents' kids would have to go through. And they can actually see this as, they actually care because they're going through it as well. And it doesn't just reach beyond us, because we like to put ourselves in these positions of, those rich people, they don't deserve to go through what I go through. They're going through it too, because this is one of those things that encompasses everyone, as we've seen. So I'm sure he'll be popping up on Laura Ingram's show, telling him to shut up and dribble, except a different way, because athletes apparently are not supposed to have a voice. It's growing, Waz, and it keeps happening. I'm glad it is.
Yeah, I'm glad this homie feels the confidence to, speak his mind and just talk about the issues of the day. However, I would caution everybody to get excited about this because these dudes are not all in lockstep with the things that we agree with. I was personally annoyed by Tim Tebow and his pro-life crap that he was on back when he was a player, doing Super Bowl commercials about restricting abortion and stuff like that. So this thing can cut both ways, is what I would encourage people to understand. So I'm glad this homie speaking his mind, but man, I don't know that I would want, dudes getting up there and talking about their views on the gays or their views on guns or their views on what have you, because trust me, there are plenty of professional athletes who do not share our worldview.
Oh yeah, no, and actually they have been saying it. Actually, their views on gays and guns. We'll get that, and honestly, I think it's okay then too. It's okay to get someone's perspective and point of view, because then what they may see in the discussions and maybe even some of the responses they get might be a little bit of an educational moment. They're not too far from the education either, or they're not too far from actually seeing what the rest of society's gone through and potentially actual things that could fix things as well. Maybe those things would change. I'm definitely not for muting people. Go ahead, say it, and then we'll respond. That's not cancellation, that's response.